everyone, it's Louise from Project Thank You here. Today I'm going to go through with you how you can make a social media image using one of your new Sparkle backgrounds that was in the free Sparkle bundle. Okay, so if you go into the Project Thank You Design Studio, we're going to go to the social media images. We'll pick the 800 pixel one in the menu. Go through, click View Details. Then it will open the options to either start from scratch with a blank image template, or it shows all the other pre-designed templates that are in there which you can edit yourself. So we're going to start from scratch today. Okay, so if you're in the Project Thank You Design Studio, I've actually uploaded all of the new Sparkle images as backgrounds in there. So you can just go straight into the design template, click on Product, then go to Image here. Click that and it'll bring up all the available backgrounds that we've got. So if you scroll through there, you'll see the new glitter element backgrounds that I've added. So we're going to go with this spotty one at first. So you just click the one that you want and then this box will pop up asking if you want to repeat the image on each side or if you only want to use it on one side. For this design there is only one side, so we'll use it on this side only. So then you just click that and it adds the background in for you. Okay, so on top of that we're going to draw a square. So we'll go into the shapes panel up there, select this one, and just draw a square where you want it. Actually, what we're going to do is make this into a diagonal shape that goes across the design. So to stop the square being scaled, you just want to untick that box there so you can move it out of proportion like this. Okay. So I think what we'll do is spin it, rotate it diagonally like this, drag it across to the corner, just move it out like this. And just adjust it till we're happy with how it looks. Just by grabbing this green circle here, that rotates it. Or you can also use this slider at the side, that will rotate it also. So we'll just move it to where we're happy. About there. Okay. Now we're going to draw a square on top of that in the middle. So again, go to the Shapes panel, draw your square, and then we're going to move it into the middle of the design. So we'll go to this Align panel up at the top left, click here, and then select this middle option to align it to the center, and this option here to align it into the middle. There we go. So now we're sure that that square is in the middle of your design. Okay, so we're going to change the color. So to do that, just go to the color panel here. This will bring up all the available color options, or you can just use this color picker, scroll through to find any color that you want, or you can add your own. So I have saved a color code that I like, which I'm going to add in here. There you go. So you just copy the hex code into there. Click OK. When you draw a shape, it's always going to come in with a black border around the edge like that. So to remove that, you just go to this border slider here and slide it down to 0, so that'll take the line off the edge of the shape for you. Okay, so you can just adjust this square till you're happy with it. Again, making sure it's in the middle of the design. Okay, so now I'm going to, well, I'll just tweak this a little bit. There we go, I'm a perfectionist. So now we're going to copy this image to make a little border inside of the square that we've drawn. So we've got another square there. So we're going to go to this color here and take off the main color. So just click this cross here and click OK. So it now has no color. And we're going to add a border. So that already has the black selected in the border panel there, but there's no line. So we just need to move this slider up to create the line thickness. Okay, so then we're going to reduce the size of the box slightly. And again, center it into the middle of the square. So we've now got a nice border in our square. Okay. Now what we're going to do is add some text. I've copied a little quote that I like onto here, so I'll just copy and paste that in. It's a nice Andy Warhol quote. So you just copy it into that text panel there and click Add Text. Okay, again, you can center it into the middle of your image. I think we'll just move that up a bit though. Okay, so to change the font, I'm going to go to this font box here and just scroll down until you see something that you like. Which one shall we have? I think I'll go with this one. It's quite nice and simple and clean. Okay, so to adjust the text, I have my finger on shift there to keep the text in proportion, but actually what you should do is always make sure that this box is ticked, and that will keep your text in proportion, because if it's not ticked, it'll skew it like that, and that is never a good idea. You do not want to do that. So I'm going to undo that. Make sure that box is ticked before we drag the text. Okay? Put that in the middle and make sure it's centered. Right. So now what I'm going to do is upload one of the glitter elements that was in the free Sparkle bundle. To do that, what you do is take this box here to say you've got the rights to use these images and click this upload button here. Then that will give you the option to select it from your desktop, but I've actually already uploaded it into the panel, so I'll just go through and find it. There we go, I'm going to use this one here. Reduce the size of it. Okay. Make sure it's centered again and just move it down a bit. Okay, that looks good there. Now what I'm going to do is add a website in. I'm just going to do this as an example. Your website.com. When you just put one line of text in, it always comes in curved like that. So obviously we're going to want a slight curve because we're going to sit it into this glitter banner, but we don't want that much of a curve. So you go to the curve panel here and just reduce the amount of curve that you've got on that line of text there. I'm going to try and match it up with this banner, so it needs a little bit less. What I'm going to do is just change the font first, because I'm not going to use that one, it won't stand up enough against the glitter. So we want something quite bold. I'm going to go with this Malot, which will stand out against the background and make it a bit larger. Again, that's too much of a curve, so just reduce that. That's about right. Put it in the middle, move it down slightly. There we go. Now what I'm going to do is just go to the art panel where you'll find lots and lots of different design elements that you can choose. Anything that you pick in here as well, it has been uploaded as an SVG file, so you can actually change the colour of it. So what I'm going to do is look for a little heart. So I believe that is in decorations. You'll get the hang of where everything is once you start playing around with it all. So pick that heart. Obviously that red totally clashes with the rest of the design, so I'm going to change it to black. Okay, make it a bit smaller and just centre it again. I'll make that even smaller actually, less is more. Okay, then what you could do is maybe just play around with the text a little bit more. I'm going to change this Andy Warhol, so I'm going to take that out. Add another text box, so click text, copy Andy Warhol in there, paste it in there, yeah. Add text. Again, with it being one line of text, it's come out with a curve on, so just take that curve off it. I'm going to change the font to something that's going to stand out. Remove that safe one. There we go, that looks quite cool. Centre it again. Move the quote down. Just moved it straight back up again. Move it down again. What you could even do is play around with the quotation marks, so I might just take those out. I'm going to put something a little bit bolder in its place, so just add the quote marks there. And change that to something a bit cooler. Let's try this one. Okay, so we could just Put that there as your close quote, and then copy it. This is copy here, so that'll make a direct copy on the artboard for you. Move it around. Oh, we'll obviously have to flip that round, so just rotate it. I'm doing this the cheating way. Okay, rotate it to 180 degrees, so you've got your open quote. There we go. So there you've designed your social media image. Obviously there's lots of stuff that you can do. You can play around, change colours, play with the fonts, add different design elements to it, but there's a basic idea of something that can be done with your new Sparkle background. Okay, I hope you like that tutorial, and I'll be back soon with more videos. To save that, you just basically save the design there, and then it would take you through to your saved designs where you can then download it as a PDF, a PNG, or a JPEG. So, okay, thanks very much, guys. Bye.